What is up, everybody? Hello, we are back to check out Peacock TV once again for our second look at it. This time I noticed a few different things. We're going to go over that as well as the movie list of what is on there. And any questions that you guys might have, leave them down in the comment section and I'll try to either answer them or do another follow-up video. So here we go. This is going to be sort of a weird explanation. Yeah, of course, your batteries are low. Gotta love when you kind of have a low battery there. Thank you. And here we go. Trending section, everyone kind of knows. This is just your trending section, what's kind of the trending videos. And I do believe someone in the comment section on the last video did say all you have to do is hit the back button, and that does work. So shout out to whoever that was in the comment section. Thank you for that tip. You just hit the back button to sort of get up to the top three options in the search as well. Channels, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you just want to kind of just zoom through, or you just want to have something kind of on all the time, they have different ones that you can go to. Sky News, The Prophet, a lot of different kind of channels that you can check out. And when you go to browse, what is in the top section kind of changes all the time. So sometimes they mix movies in, sometimes it's news shows, sometimes it's pretty snappy. So what I did notice that I didn't talk about in the first video is you can see it sort of closely on the left side of the menu icons that I'm scrolling through. You can see that little line that appears. That means that you can hit left and you can go to a view all section. So that's pretty cool, because that means that I couldn't figure it out for the life of me of how to see all the movies and all the TV shows in that's how. So basically when it pops up, you have the option to go left and then view all. Sometimes it's not on those, so like always on, it's not on there. On this one it is, this one it is. Some of these it is, and some of these it doesn't appear. So there's your look at that. I know, well, if you go, let's see, we're gonna go to movies. I think a lot of people wanted to see what were the top sort of movies on here. Hasn't really changed too much. They did add Fast and Furious, so there's that. If you gotta go all the way down here to A and Z to see the full list of the movies that are on there. So I'm gonna go as slow as I can, but there's a lot of movies, and that way you can sort of see the selection of what they have on here. It's a good mix. There's some junk on here, obviously. Blue Crush, Body Bags, Bride of Frankenstein. So it's a decent amount of stuff that I would definitely catch up on. Or there's some movies that I'm just like, oh, I didn't know this was a movie. I'll check this out. Cooties is something I wanted to see, but I never saw it. Definitely Maybe. I'm a Ryan Reynolds fan, so I'll definitely check that out. There's a lot of Spike Lee movies on here as well. E.T. sort of the bigger one. Jurassic Park is a big one. They're kind of pushing for folks to be like, ooh, this is on there. So there's that. There's a Hansel and Gretel Get Baked. A little bit of everything. And we're only in the I section, the J section. They they only have Jurassic Park and Jurassic Park, unless the Lost World is considered the Lost World and not Jurassic Park 2. Sometimes I've seen it on TV in different languages of that. So Maximum Overdrive is in my watch list. Not embarrassed to say that. I want to check out Mockingbird as well. Kind of an interesting flick there. So we're coming up in the N's, P's. Oh, there's a R.L. Stine movie. Ghostly, Have You Met My Girlfriend? Oh, there's another one. So there's two R.L. Stine movies. Think I'll be checking out those as well. There's a couple of the Saw movies. Some of them are going to go away. I believe if you go to like Saw the Final Chapter, it'll tell you 6 days are left to watch. That's a good, important kind of factor to have there. If you want to see how the watch list works, I added it to my watch list, so I'll show you that after I finish the list. And the classic Street Fighter. And they also have the classic monsters, the Ghost of Frankenstein, the Bride of Frankenstein. I believe Dracula is on here, the Invisible Man is on here, the Invisible Woman. So they have a bunch of those if you're interested in sort of classic monsters cinema. The Mummy's Tomb, Phantom of the Opera. Actually, two versions of that, the colored one and the classic black and white one. And that is all the movies they have on there. So I'll go back so you can see. So when you go to your browse, it's going to be right underneath your continue watching. You'll see your watch list. So there it is. That's how you keep stuff. I don't know how it's organized per, like, if you add a TV show. So let's say if I go to Parks and Recs and I say let's add this to my watch list, we shall see how this is going to do it. So it basically adds everything to your watch list just in order of how you added it. There's no clarification of like, oh, what's a TV and what's a movie, or what's, a horror, or you can't search. So the sports section is actually classified from different ones. Basketball, you got hockey, motorsports, soccer, football. So all sorts of different, little things you can see. There's the SNL Sports Collection, which is kind of funny. If you like them doing sort of commercials and skits, you can see that. There's highlight reels. There's the NFL draft. So good portion of stuff you can check out on here. So I think someone asked another video if they had all the episodes. I want to say, well, I guess you can't search SVU as that. You have to go Law and Order. So in case for folks wondering how many episodes they have of Law and Order, they have all the way, I want to say, to the 21st season. So I believe this was this current season or last year's season. I'm forgetting my seasons on SVU. But pretty current as far as if you watch that, and they have that on there. They have some of the other Law and Orders as well that you can watch. I do enjoy Criminal Intent. I'll want to watch some of the other ones they have. So that is a brief look at Peacock TV version 2, I guess. I'll call this video the second look at it. So far they did add a few more movies in there, like Fast and Furious was on there. I was talking about how that wasn't on the first time, I think. So a weird occurrence is Face Off, which is a sci-fi TV show, was not actually on here. It was, I think, the first time I looked, but it's not on here currently. So not quite sure if that's going to pop up later or once the service kind of opens up, if they're going to add like the USA and like, you know, like The Purge was on USA. So I would love to kind of run through that again. But that is it. If you have any comments, any questions, leave them down in the comment section and I'll try to answer them or get back with a third video to try to answer some of the things. So thank you for taking your time out looking at the video. Make sure to hit the like. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and keep in mind this is sort of pre-early release. This doesn't kind of officially come out until I think June or July, so keep that in mind. And that is it for the video. Adios. Peace out.